and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeola Mosaku, and in today's video we are going to be looking at what is the best way to wash your makeup brushes. In my case, I try to wash my makeup brushes every week, even though I do use them maybe just not more than 2-3 times in a week, but I try to clean them as clean as possible. How often do you wash your brushes? Let's know in the comments below. And in today we're going to have a little bit of experiment, but I won't be able to do everything today because I only wear makeup a couple of times a week. So I've got full on makeup on today. I've used these brushes, I've used them during the week as well, so they're very dirty. Today I'm going to be using shampoo. I normally use shampoo to wash my brushes because somebody told me many years ago that shampoo is the best thing to wash your brushes with, and because this actually smells nice, so any shampoo in the house is good. So that's what I'm going to use for today, this week, and then I will try and wear my makeup during the week, and then we would see how using a makeup brush cleanser and how that works. So this is how dirty my brushes are. Let's get on with it. So with my brushes, normally what I would do is soak them in shampoo water, sometimes put a bit of apple cider vinegar in there, but what I found is the dirt will come off, that they really had nowhere to go and it wasn't really washing quickly, and if I needed my brushes during the week I couldn't really use them. So I've tried to find an easier or faster way of doing this. So what you do is just put a bit of shampoo there, put some water and just rub it against your hand. Can you see that's coming out very quickly? Just rub it as much as you can. Just do that. Take a look at it. Let's do soap in that. I'll do it again. Do a good rub. This time around you can see the soap is not as red colored as it was before, which means your brush is getting clean. Just do that. Let's keep that out. Okay. Now I can still see a bit of red in there, but for me that's clean enough. I'm not going to bother washing it again because I don't want to be here forever. I've still got many brushes to go. So this is one of the dirtiest brushes I've got. This is my foundation brush. So this is the one that's normally really dirty. So I'm just going to give it and see how dirty that is. Once the soap is wiped, then you know you're doing a good job. It's still a little bit brown, but they're getting there. Do that a couple of times, and there you go. Not only is it nice and clean, smells really good of the shampoo as well, which is quite nice. It's all nice and clean. Let's try this one. And clean. To speed up things, like I said, I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I do group the brushes together, especially if they have the same height and if they've got the same kind of color as well. So I would group these two together and these two together so I can wash them quickly. So there we go. So there are 25 brushes here, and that took me just under 25 minutes to wash all of them, keep them nice and clean. Like I say, some of them might still have a little bit of yellowish, but I'm not too bothered about that. And the reason why I'm not too bothered about that is because even when I do use the makeup brush cleaner, I still have very similar results. But apart from that, I'm very happy with most of them are very clean. Most of them are all nice and clean. So I'm just going to leave them to dry. And that's what you don't have to do with the makeup brush cleaner. You don't have to wait for it to dry, but with this, I've got to wait for it to dry for a good couple of hours. I normally leave them overnight, and by tomorrow morning, it should be ready for me to use. Welcome back to part 2. Yes, my hair's changed, my makeup's changed, but my brushes are still dirty. So we're going to continue with my experiment. 2 weeks ago, I washed the brushes with my shampoo, and today we are going to wash my brushes with a makeup brush cleaner and see if it makes a difference from washing it with my shampoo. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So let me tell you a little bit about this makeup brush cleaner. It comes with a solution. They're called Style Pro. It comes with a solution. It comes with its own bowl. It also comes with an electric spinner. It comes with 8 different brush colors as well, in different sizes, so you can use that. And I'll show you how it works. So what I've tried to do here is to categorize the sizes together. So you would see that this ones have got a little bit of small sizes here. This ones have got big sizes at the bottom of the brushes here. So you take the spinner, and I take a brush. I try and fit it with which one goes with the brush color. At there, I found one that goes with it very well, and then just put that in here. According to instructions, all you need is 1 cup of solution. Put that in there and put that back. So you dip it in ever so slightly, put this on. This uses a battery at the back, and just put this on. You see it spinning, and just dip it in once or twice like that, and you can see all the makeup coming off. Sometimes I find that using just 1 cup is not going to be enough, so sometimes I do pour a bit more solution than what's in there at the moment, but this is what you want. You want to get the makeup off as much as possible, and then leave it to spin, which is kind of leaving it to dry out, and then switch that off. That stops spinning. What you then do is get a kitchen towel and clean it like that. You'd see, I can still see that there's a bit more makeup left on my brush. I don't think that is completely clean, but you won't really be able to tell because the color of this brush is not white, so I can't really tell. But from doing that, I can see that the brush is not yet clean properly, but you just keep doing that until it's clean. For hygiene reasons, the recommendation is that you chop this, and every time, I mean, I've got 25 brushes, I have to do this 25 times. I don't always do that. I just put a lot more solution in there and categorize the brushes. I'll show you how I do it to make sure that I am not here forever. I don't want to be here for a long time. I just want to get my brush clean as quickly as possible. So I need to wash this off first, and then I'll show you how I categorize the brushes. So I've cleaned out the bowl. It's all nice and clean. I am going to put about 3 of this solution cap on there. That's 2 and 3. There you go. Now, like I said, I've already categorized the brushes according to the sizes, so I think I'm still going to stick with this. I think there's quite a few brushes that will go in there, so I'll use that. Yep, that should go as well. So the next 3 or 4 small brushes should be able to go in here, and that's what I'm going to do. Let's put that down, put it down a bit. It's not as dirty as my previous brush, but it's fine. Okay, that looks pretty clean to me. Just let it roll a little bit. What I did find is if the brush is not big enough, still it wouldn't be completely dry. And the way you know if it's dry is if you do that, you can see my skin shining. That's how I know it's not dry, but it's nice and clean. You can see this is completely cleaned out, nice and clean. So I'm gonna see if I can clean up my previous brush that I washed that wasn't clean, and see if I can get any more dirt out of it. So I'm gonna put it back in here, see if I get any more. Not a lot of dirt's coming out. Okay, that seems to have done a good job then. Just leave it out a little bit to dry. That should be fine. And now let's test it. Still got a little bit of makeup on there. Just a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit of makeup. It's not completely clean. I can't really tell from the solution, but it's not completely clean. So let's go to a bigger brush. My foundation brush, for example. The bristles here are very tight together, so we'll see if it does a good job washing it out. So let's go. Oh, it's dirty immediately. That's how dirty my foundation brush is. Oh my, this is really, really dirty. Okay. I can tell you that's definitely not clean. Not yet anyway. It's going to take another 1 or 2 washes. See that? It's makeup all over it. So I'm going to do it again. I know it's a very dirty brush, so we'll give it another chance. So I've cleaned this out again, which requires, it's a bit tricky to clean out because if you do this, the water's not going to come out immediately. Also, when you finish that, you have to wipe it clean to make sure it's not wet because the chemical doesn't work with water. So you have to make sure that you dry it. So let's put another 3 in there. See this time around. 2 and 3. Actually, I'm going to put 4 because I know that brush is really dirty. The truth is, I'm going to have to wash this with my hands because I am not getting the result I want. It is still very, very, very dirty. As you can see this. I mean, it is dry. If you do this, you won't get much makeup out of it. But if you look at the sides, you'll find that you've got loads of makeup on the sides. The inside of it might be a bit clean, but the sides are definitely not clean. So for this, I would say I would stick to my shampoo, and I'm going to go and wash it with my shampoo and I'll be back. It's a lot cleaner now that I've washed it with the shampoo. I can still see a little dot of makeup over there, but it is actually clean. You can see just a tiny little dot, but it is so clean. As you can see, there's no makeup coming up on the tissue. So it's all nice and done now. Now I will do the other ones and see how we get on with those. So these are all my brushes all washed with this makeup brush cleanser. It took a lot longer than when I did it with my shampoo because my shampoo took about 25 minutes and this is taking me almost an hour because some of them I had to wash them twice so that before the dirt would come out of it. The bristles were very, very dirty, I must say, but then washing it twice I thought it'd be really clean, but as you can see most of them still have, some of them were really clean but some of them still have a little bit of makeup on there, just like when I did with the shampoo as well. Time wise, the shampoo was definitely a winner for me. Secondly, in terms of dryness, the makeup brush cleaner is definitely a winner because most of them are dry. As you can see, you can't see any. They're all dry, which you can use instantly, which is a really, really good plus. With the shampoo one, you have to wait for a couple of hours. I ended up taking them from the kitchen and I put them next to the radiator so that they could dry faster and I could use them the next morning. So if you forget to do that in the morning, it might not be dry. That's not very good. So that's a winner for this makeup cleanser. Thirdly, I would say in terms of smell, when you use a shampoo, especially a really nice shampoo, you get that really nice smell when you're using your brushes, but you don't get that with this. It just doesn't smell like anything, it's just fresh basically, which is okay, but I like the smell of my shampoo in there. Fourthly, in terms of performance, I think the shampoo did a better job in terms of cleaning the brushes. 5, this cleanser is a vegan product. Unless you have a vegan shampoo, this will be a winner for this topic. So as far as I'm concerned, I would go for the shampoo on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. I normally would use this, and the reason why I've almost finished it. I barely use the shampoo, but for some reason today it just felt like it took forever, and I am going to go back to my shampoo. I'm sorry, it took a lot less time for me to wash it. Yes, my hands will be a little bit bruised because I'm washing against my hands. If you've got a better solution as to that, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what will be your favorites. Would you go with the shampoo or would you go with the makeup brush cleanser? Let us know in the comments below. This was a fun video to shoot. It took over 2 to 3 weeks to shoot this, but I'm happy to shoot it. I like doing experiments. If you like videos like this, click the subscribe button so next time I make a video like this, you will get notified for it. Also, if there's anything you liked in this video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.